Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2023 season for the New York Jets, but for every touchdown that Garrett Wilson scores, we get to add a 99 overall player to this team. So I mean, by the end of the video, as long as things actually go my way today, the New York Jets should be an absolute super team. But this is what the offense looks like to start things off. I mean, with Aaron Rodgers, they are pretty solid. And I mean, on the other hand, the Jets do have a top 10 defense in the league. So I mean, right out of the gate, as long as Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt, this team is a playoff team. We do have a tough matchup in week 1 though. I mean, as you can see, we got to play Josh Allen and the Bills. So I'm hoping we can sneak out a week 1 with the win, but that is a lot easier said than done. I'm just going to keep it on the ground to start things off though. I mean, it looks like Hall's getting shut down. I mean, considering we do have Aaron Rodgers instead of Zach Wilson today, it should be a lot easier. So I feel like our pass game should be pretty solid. It looks like that's going to be a first down from Wilson. It honestly sucks that Rodgers got hurt on the first drive of the season. I mean, it would have been interesting to see what this team would have done this year. That's a tight one, but Lazard's, oh my god, he dropped it. I mean, if the Jets did have Aaron Rodgers to work with for the whole season and he never got injured, I wouldn't say the Jets would have won the Super Bowl or anything like that, but I think these guys would obviously be a playoff team. I mean, Garrett Wilson is a very solid wide receiver. His talents are just being wasted in New York right now, but anyways, the Bills did force a third down, but that is going to keep the drive alive. So hopefully we can end it off right here. I mean, as long as Wilson's open on this play, I feel like we should be good. Oh, dude, we're getting smoked by Von Miller. I should have known that that was going to happen at some point. I mean, Miller is an absolute threat when he's healthy. I'm going to try and go back for Wilson here, though. And that's going to be picked off. That was a terrible way to end off the drive. Bro, I thought he was going to be able to get there. We're back out here in the second quarter, though. The Bills did score after that. We're only down 7-0, though. On the downside, we only have 2 minutes to work with before halftime, so we kind of got to rush here. I just got to make sure we don't make any more mistakes. I mean, if we throw another interception, that would be terrible right now. That should work out. Lazard's going to be wide open once again. Buffalo did force another third down after that, though. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to keep it in the air and hopefully Wilson can bring this in. If not, we're going to be getting held to a field goal, but it looks like that is going to work out for a touchdown somehow. So that score right there is going to tie things up. I mean, I was expecting just a first, but I'll take it. So that's Wilson's first touchdown of the day. We're coming back out here in the fourth quarter, though. I mean, we are getting absolutely annihilated right now. I honestly thought it would be a different story with Aaron Rodgers on the offense, but considering we've only scored 7 points today, obviously that has not been the case. I'm just going to try and score at least one more touchdown with Garrett Wilson, though. I mean, as long as that does work out for us, that should be a big play. Let's go. I could bring this all the way back if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go out at the 1 yard line and hand it off to Wilson. I'm just wondering where the plays like that have been today. I mean, if we were playing like that all game, I don't think we'd be in as big as a hole. Oh my god. Is that a touchdown? Because he dropped it as soon as he got hit. I mean, it looks like it is going to count for a touchdown. So that's going to be 2 on the game for Garrett Wilson. We're coming back out here with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game, though. I mean, I'm just going to play this out. Obviously, we're not going to win this game, but since we have such great field position, I don't want to waste this opportunity. I mean, that was a pretty easy touchdown right there. So that's going to be 3 on the game for Garrett Wilson. So I mean, on the bright side, we are going to get to add at least 3 players after this game, but on the downside, we're going to be getting absolutely demolished by the Bills. So I mean, that was not what I was expecting in week 1, but you know, that's a loss. So we're 0-1 now. But after that game, we did get to add 3 new additions to this team. As you can see, to help out the offense, we went ahead and picked up Trent Williams. And to help out the defense, we went ahead and picked up TJ Watt and Jesse Bates. I mean, I wouldn't say we're Super Bowl favorites or anything like that just yet, but I mean, after all those upgrades, we should be a whole lot better. And we're gonna need to be a whole lot better, because in week 2, we gotta play the Dallas Cowboys. Even after the upgrades to the defense, though, I mean, it seems like we are not doing very well right now. We are down 14-0. We could not get anything done on our first drive of the game. And the way Dallas is playing right now, it seems like they're probably going to be scoring on every drive. That's a huge run from Hall, and somehow we're still going. I mean, as of right now, that is by far the biggest play that we have had all day. Hopefully, we can follow it up with a touchdown here. That's going to be really close, but it looks like we're going to find Garrett Wilson, who is going to sneak in for the score. So, I mean, that drive was a lot better than the last one. It only took us 2 attempts to get in the end zone. So, I mean, if we can do more of this, we have a chance of winning this game. Luckily for us, after that, it looks like our defense forced to stop. So, we have a chance to tie things up here. Once again, we're gonna get another crazy run from Hall. I mean, it seems like this team is finally balling out right now. I mean, it took us a while, but if this play works the way I want it to, I mean, last time I ran this, it did work out for a touchdown. This time, we're gonna be getting sacked. So that is obviously the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen there, but hopefully we can find Lazard here to make up for that last play. Oh, there's Micah Parsons. So it seems like we have dug a little bit of a hole for ourselves after that huge pickup on the ground. I'm hoping we can get a first down here, but we are not getting any time. Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. I had to rush that off because Rodgers was about to get smoked. We're coming back out here in the third quarter. I mean, once again, things are not looking too great for us, but this game isn't over yet. I mean, this deficit is nowhere near as bad as it was against Buffalo, but from here on out, we're going to need to do pretty much everything right. We cannot afford to make any more mistakes. There's Parsons again. I mean, I have no time to get rid of the ball today. I mean, we're coming back out here with 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, I'd say this game is probably out of reach. Dallas has not slowed down whatsoever, so we're getting cooked again. I mean, I honestly thought our O-line looked pretty solid, but after this game, it seems like we need to do a lot of work to the O-line because Aaron Rodgers has been... Oh, come on, bring that in. Aaron Rodgers has been getting smoked all game long. I mean, Micah Parsons alone has got 4 sacks today, so that should tell you how the O-line has been playing so far. I mean, it's been absolutely ridiculous. Make that 5 sacks, I guess. I mean, this game has just been absolutely brutal, man. I mean, hopefully after this game, we can play a lot better. Because, I mean, if we play like this all season, there is no chance in hell that the Jets are going to make the playoffs. That's going to bring it all the way to the 5-yard line, though. So, I mean, as long as we don't get sacked again and don't throw any more interceptions, this should work out for a touchdown. That's going to be close. But we are going to find Garrett Wilson again. So, I mean, at least that's 2 on the game for him. But either way, I mean, there's no chance in hell that we are gonna win this game. So for the second week in a row, we are gonna be getting absolutely cooked. So now we're 0-2 to start off the season. I mean, Wilson only had the 2 touchdowns that game, but either way, we got some very important pickups. I mean, the O-line was absolutely horrific last game, so we picked up Jason Kelce and Quentin Nelson. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 4. As you can see, we got to take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and we have finally won a game. I mean, we beat the Pats, so that's not that much of an accomplishment. But I mean, hopefully now that we have a pretty solid O-line, I'm hoping that Rodgers will have enough time to get some pretty solid plays in. Because up until now, he's had to rush off pretty much every throw he's made so far. And especially considering we're playing the Chiefs, we are going to need our O-line to go on to... Oh, come on, that's a first. But since we're playing the Chiefs, we are going to need our O-line to go on an absolute tear today. I'm going to try and go for a shot with Gibson here, who looks to be wide open, so that is gonna be a huge pickup. I feel like we need to score a touchdown on this drive though, because I mean, if we're starting with the ball, we definitely need to make the most out of that opportunity. Somehow Wilson's still up. That was almost a touchdown. I mean, hopefully we can end it off strong here. We were so close to squeezing in with Wilson on that play, but either way, I'm hoping this won't be that difficult. I mean, it looks like he is gonna bring it in, so that's a touchdown. So that right there is gonna give the Jets the lead first. We're playing Patrick Mahomes though, so I mean, I don't think that lead is gonna last very long. Our defense, surprisingly enough, got a stop after that though, so I mean, we have a chance to go up by 2 scores over the Chiefs right now, which would clearly be pretty big for this team. That's another huge run from Hall. I know Garrett Wilson has kind of been stealing the show today, but Breece Hall is another guy that's been going on an absolute tear today. I mean, he's done a lot of work for this offense. That's another first. I'm gonna put in the air after that though and see if we can find Wilson again. I mean, if he's open on this play, that's gonna be close. Nobody is on him though, so that was supposed to be a first down, but it looks like we're gonna sneak away for another touchdown. So that's gonna be 2 TDs in the first quarter for Garrett Wilson to put the Jets up by 2 scores. We're coming back out here in the third quarter though. I mean, for the first time this season, as long as we don't blow this game in a crazy way, we should be getting the dub. I mean, things are are actually looking good for the Jets right now. I mean, to be fair, it did take us quite a while to start playing well, but after all of the upgrades, it seems like we do have a pretty solid team on our hands. I mean, we're kind of dogging the Chiefs right now, which is obviously pretty hard to do. With that being said, though, the game is not over yet, so I gotta make sure we don't blow this lead, because if anyone's gonna pull off a crazy comeback, it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Wilson here, though. I mean, I feel like Conklin should be open either way, but that honestly might work out for us. What a grab from Wilson. That's gonna be a touchdown. I mean, it seems like this team is finally starting to go off right now. That was by far the biggest play that we have made all day. And after that, it looks like we pulled off the dub. Mahomes almost pulled off a crazy comeback, though. I mean, somehow we only won that game by 3 points, but either way, that puts us back to 500. After that game, we got to add another 3 players to this team. As you can see, we did get some pretty big pickups. For the offense, we picked up Travis Kelce, and we also reunited Davante Adams with Aaron Rodgers. And for the defense, we went ahead and picked up Micah Parsons. I mean, after all of that, I'd say at this point, we honestly might be your Super Bowl favorites. I mean, the team is absolutely loaded now, and in week 5, we got to play the Denver Broncos. And I mean, considering we are coming off of a huge win against the Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like this game should feel a whole lot easier. I mean, Denver isn't very good. They are one of those teams who definitely can surprise you, though. I mean, when they play good, they play very good. So hopefully we're catching them on an off day. We're gonna find Davante Adams, though. I mean, I feel like this duo is definitely gonna be back. We all saw how unstoppable Adams and Rodgers were in Green Bay. I don't think it's gonna be any different here today. And it is rumored that Adams could get traded to the Jets this offseason. I mean, it is just rumors, so it doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but I feel like that would be pretty sick to see, because I also feel like Rodgers doesn't have a whole lot of time left. I mean, I give him 2 more years at the absolute most. So I mean, if the Jets did somehow pull it off and get Davante Adams in the offseason, I mean, they definitely could win a Super Bowl as long as Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. That's gonna be a first down from Wilson. Gonna switch it up and try and go for Kelce here, though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot we had him for a second, but I'm gonna try and use him. That should be a first down. Never mind. We're pretty close, though. I feel like our best bet is just to pass it here, though. I mean, I'm going to try and go for Garrett Wilson, and hopefully Simmons isn't on our ass. I mean, if he can be open here, which it looks like that's going to be the case, that's another touchdown from Wilson, and that is going to give the Jets the lead first once again. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though. We are all tied up at 7 right now, so it seems like this game has been pretty much all defense so far. Kind of want to get the run game going, because, I mean, in the last couple of games, Breece Hall has been a man on a mission. Oh, that's still a decent pickup, actually. And I mean, with Davante Adams, I feel like 4 yards really shouldn't be that much of an issue, so hopefully we can pick up a first down off of this. I mean, that looks good. Davante's gonna... Oh, I honestly thought he was gonna bring that in, but either way, we did get the ball back after that, so... Okay, yeah, that's another first from Hall. I'm gonna try and go for another shot here. I mean, if Adams is open, this honestly might go for a touchdown, but I'm thinking Kelce is gonna be our best bet. Oh, that was close, but he is gonna bring it in. So 3 yards to go, and that's another touchdown. I'm just gonna run this play again, and hopefully Wilson can be open here. I mean, if he's locked up, we might have a bit of an issue, but it looks like he's gonna be wide open. So that's 2 touchdowns on the game now for Garrett Wilson. I mean, not much has been happening today. If our defense can keep playing the way they have been, we honestly might hold the Broncos to 7 points. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though. I mean, we did kind of blow our lead. We're down 17-14 right now, but we only have a minute on the clock, so that means if we score here, there's a very high chance we win this game. I'm honestly just trying to stay in bounds to kill the clock as much as I can. I mean, if we can get it down to like 30 seconds and then score a touchdown, we are going to be in pretty good shape to win this game. Again, though, I mean, I just got to make sure we don't make any mistakes, because I have a funny feeling if we leave too much time on the clock, the Broncos probably will find a way to tie things up here. I mean, that's going to be a huge play from Adams. I'm going down right here because I want to run this play that's been pretty much unstoppable today. And I mean, the more yardage you have, the better it works. So hopefully we can find Garrett Wilson for a touchdown here. That is going to be really close, but it looks like we're going to find him. So that pays off. That's going to be a touchdown from Garrett Wilson, which is going to give us the lead with 15 seconds left on the clock. So hopefully that will be the one to put things away. away. And after that, it looks like we were able to close things out. So that's going to be another dub for the Jets. So, I mean, that puts us to 3-2. We're finally above 500. But once again, we got to add another 3 players to this team. I just focused on the defense because defense wins championships. This time, we went ahead and picked up Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, and Derwin James. So, I mean, as you can see, this defense at this point is looking absolutely unstoppable. And on the other hand, I mean, I'd say we probably have the best offense in the league right now. And I mean, it seems like we have been playing a whole lot better since the first 2 losses. So, I mean, I think this team should be able to make the playoffs, especially when we have a roster like this. And it looks like the Jets actually had a very solid season, going 14-3 to win the division and get the #1 seed. And it looks like we're going to be playing the Bills in the divisional round. And it looks like we're going to get a revenge against Josh Allen. So now we play the Ravens for a trip to the Super Bowl. And it looks like we're going to take down the Ravens with a 1-point win. So now we play the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Seattle did score first though, so we are down 7-0 right now. I feel like we definitely have the upper hand in this game, but with that being said, Seahawks are one of those teams that will surprise you. So we got to make sure we don't make any mistakes here, because obviously this is a pretty solid team we're facing. So this should make out for a pretty good matchup. Give me that, Adams. That's almost a first. I'm gonna keep it on the ground again after that though. I mean, as long as Hall can get a first down here, we should be chilling. I mean, this play looks like it's gonna work out, so that's another first. I mean, so far today, Breece Hall has actually been unstoppable. I'm gonna switch it up this time though and try and go for Travis Kelce. That is gonna be close, but it looks like he is gonna bring it in, and we're gonna avoid the tackle. So that brings it all the way to the 18-yard line. So, I mean, as long as this play works out, this honestly might do it. I just got to make sure Jamal Adams isn't on our ass. I'm going to try and go for Devontae Adams here, though. And that's going to work out for a touchdown. So, just like that, the Jets are going to tie things up. As I said, I feel like we do have the upper hand in this game, but I mean, there is still a decent chance that Seattle surprises us today. But as you can see, it looks like the Jets are going to sneak away with the dub. I mean, Seattle did put up a pretty big fight, but this team was just absolutely loaded. So it looks like the Jets are finally going to get another Lombardi trophy. I mean, we did have a pretty slow start to this video, but once we started to play good, this team was absolutely insane. But as you can see, Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy to end off this video. That's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.